6. It's just a single digit. But in the realm of global sports, this specific number has just completely rewritten the history books. Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. Today we're unpacking a match that showcased an absolute masterclass in endurance, legacy, and pure tactical dominance.
Has the match coverage perfectly put it? The farewell may be approaching, but the legend is not finished yet. We're talking, of course, about Cristiano Ronaldo. His career might be in its twilight, but as we're about to see, he is still actively shattering records that most athletes wouldn't even dream of touching. Let's unpack exactly what went down.
Today, we are breaking down a true masterclass, Portugal versus Uzbekistan, which ended in a historic 5-0 victory at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And let me tell you, this wasn't just a win, it was a tactical blueprint.
Part 1. The Group K Showdown, setting the stage in Houston.
Part 2. Mendes opens the scoring, the dead ball drama.
So the opening moments in Houston were just absolutely electric, as Portugal, decked out entirely in red, really established their presence right in the middle of the park against a super determined Uzbekistan side. It didn't take long for that momentum to build. The very first major scoring opportunity comes from a tense dead ball situation right outside the box. Now, you gotta ask yourself, who takes it? You've got two incredible players standing over the ball, keeping the Uzbekistan defense completely guessing. Does Ronaldo take it, as he's done countless times before, or will Nuno Mendes step up? The hesitation creates this really fascinating mind game. Well, the answer comes in a flash. It's Mendes. He steps up decisively and just drills it home. Breaking the deadlock this early completely shifted the tactical landscape, forcing Uzbekistan to open up and really setting the tone for the absolute onslaught from Portugal that was about to follow.
Which brings us to Part 3. Ronaldo makes World Cup history, the unfinished legend.
Right after a period of intense, aggressive pressing, really driven by João Cancelo out on the wing, we hit the true historic core of this match. Cristiano Ronaldo formally announces his arrival in the tournament by finding the back of the net. But guys, this isn't just your standard tournament goal. With this strike, he literally becomes the first player ever to score in 6 different World Cups. No way, right? 6. I really want you to sear that stat into your memory. I mean, just think about the sheer physiological endurance that takes, the grueling training camps, the unrelenting hunger you need to compete and actually score at the absolute highest stakes over nearly 2 decades. It completely defies conventional athletic lifespans. It is entirely unprecedented.
Part 4. Relentless press and scruffy goals, capitalizing on chaos.
You see, Portugal didn't just sit back and rely on history-making magic. They engineered total tactical dominance fueled by raw grit. You've got Cancelo pressing aggressively out wide. You've got João Felix fighting tooth and nail to win the ball back in transition. And then Bruno Fernandes is smartly finding Ronaldo in field. This synchronized effort basically kept Uzbekistan pinned entirely in their own half, literally suffocating any chance they had to breathe.
And this relentless pressure inevitably leads to absolute chaos in the box. As the match coverage noted, it resulted in what they called one of the scruffiest goals yet. It's almost like a giant pinball machine in there. Here's how this wild sequence unfolded. Ronaldo actually goes for the hat-trick but misses. The ball is somehow smuggled through the defense. It gets lifted over Ronaldo. The goalkeeper makes a desperate save, but the danger just isn't cleared and the ball eventually finds its way in. It wasn't beautiful for sure, but it was the direct, undeniable result of that gritty, chaotic pressure.
Part 5. 5-star Portuguese finish, sealing the dominance.
The build-up to the final blow really showcased Portugal's endless energy reserves. Get this, Ronaldo is out there actively closing the ball down, keeping the play alive. The ball cycles over to João Morato, who plays it infield for Fernandes. Fernandes spots the run and perfectly waits a pass right into the path of Rafael Leão, who just finishes it with absolute authority. A truly 5-star finish, completely slamming the door on any potential comeback.
When we take a step back and trace the chronological flow of this match, it's like a giant puzzle coming together perfectly. From the early surprise of Mendes drilling in that free kick to the monumental mid-game phase securing Ronaldo's 6th World Cup goal, all the way down to that late-game suffocating press. Portugal built, and more importantly maintained, unstoppable momentum from the very first whistle to the last.
So, full time in Houston, Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. But you know what's truly remarkable about this? Even as the final whistle was seconds away, with a massive 5-goal lead already completely secured, Ronaldo was still out there visibly calling for the ball. He still wanted one last goal.
I mean, talk about hitting the nail on the head when it comes to legacy. It perfectly illustrates the enduring, relentless drive of a player who just refuses to be satisfied.
Which really leaves us with one huge, lingering thought. With a historic 5-0 start officially on the board in Houston and an incredibly hungry team backing him up, just how far will this unfinished legend take Portugal in this 2026 tournament? It is a fascinating question, and honestly, I for one absolutely cannot wait to find out. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today, and keep learning.